Karlayim La Lahaina Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalaki, Bashim, Harawat, Kakurash, Barakatham, the water Bible Ball, Waquam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and say, you shall want. Get a drink of water real quick. Okay. Today we're going to get into a video where Donald Trump announces that he's selling gold cards. It's another form of a green card, except it will grant citizens not of the United States instant citizenship for $5 million. Now, it's beyond obvious at this point that this man is in love with money. He doesn't respect anything but money. He kisses asses of people with money. That shows his weakness. Because if somebody really wanted to get him, all they got to do is offer him some money, and he all in. It also lets you know that this man stands on nothing. He pretty much sold this country out to the highest bidder. That's why Elon Musk is pretty much hanging over his shoulder. Elon Musk was a big contributor to keep his ass out of jail, because he announced that if Kamala Harris wins this election, he's going to jail for a long time. That's why he threw all that money at Trump's campaign, to make sure that he wins. See what I'm saying? So Trump is a man of no integrity, no dignity, no morality. He'll sell his mama to the highest bidder. All this man respects is money. So, MAGA, how do you think this man cares about you if you broke? No, he doesn't. He don't give two shits. All he respects is money and people with money. He kisses the asses of people with money. Look at how Elon Musk is run all over him. Why? Because he got more money than Trump. Matter of fact, this man's 4-year-old son cussed him out in the Oval Office. Told him to shut the F up, you're not the president. So, that should tell you about your president, like Willie D say. So if you ain't got no money, you asked out. Let's go ahead and grab the video. The name of this video is Donald Trump announces he is selling Trump gold cards, green cards, to Russian oligarchs. See, he'll sell to anybody. All he want to do is make money. And despite this man's failing track record of between 20 and 30 businesses, he has turned the United States into a business, which is also going to fail. This man has not had a successful business since he's been trying to do entrepreneurship. And it's basically due because he's not the smartest Edomite in the box. This man is beyond stupid, but he's so proud that he won't accept the fact that he's stupid. This man is so stupid, I don't even think he knows how stupid he is. And of course, he don't want nothing around him but yes men, so they ain't gonna tell him the truth. They're gonna keep kissing ass, hoping they don't get fired. So let's go ahead and grab the video.
Yesterday, like many days that will come into the future, it was a bizarre day in the Oval Office. Donald Trump, I mean, the crowning achievement of Donald Trump is that he's finally able to, as president of the United States, just name everything Trump. He's able to surround himself with these bootlicking, lapdog, sycophant cult members who just love and worship Donald Trump, who are giddy with delight at being able to read his posts like the Labor Secretary Lutnick did yesterday. But the most just sickening thing is this particular attempt to profit off of the presidency.
which is illegal. It is, yes, it is illegal to use your position in office for personal gain. It is illegal. Hence, probably why Trump legalized bribery again, because anybody could come at him with millions of dollars and he will entertain them. Matter of fact, he actually made that an executive order. Anybody who wants to sit down and have a couple of minutes in private with Donald Trump, they got to pay millions of dollars. And now this. So you see, this man is crazy about money. That's all he respects. You don't have any money, you asked out. Let's go.
To turn our country into, look, there's been this narrative for a long time in the Republican Party, and it really took on upon steam when Ross Perot ran for office. I'm just a businessman. I'm a businessman. We need to run this country like a business. The government's not a business. It's not there to turn a profit. It's there to.
It is. This government was founded on capitalism. This country was founded on capitalism. This is a capitalist state country. Everything is for sale here. And y'all notice this right here? I don't mean to go off the subject, but you notice he's covering his hand. There's been a report, there's been video circulating about this man's hand. Now, the rumor is that this man has serious medical problems because he has a bruise on that hand. That's why he's covering it. And it's a good chance that that bruise is due to the fact that he is on blood thinners. So anybody who's on blood thinners, that would suggest a serious health problem, which they're not going to divulge. They're not going to tell you because they want you to look at this man as a god. No, this man is a child, like the Bible says, they're the children of fools. And he has been demonstrating that way before January 20th. Let's go.
Support the citizenry, we the people, to provide services, to make our country a better place, an easier place to live, to help lift up those who need assistance. It's not a business. It's just not a business. Even carrying debt, it's not like a household debt. That's not what it's about. And Donald Trump has now just brought into the fold a new generation of automatons who will believe that the government should be run as a business while he pilfers the treasury, while he allows the richest man in the world to loot the treasury. And he wants to invite others to the country to do the same. How do you get around immigration law, though, when there are rules around that and allowing people to come in? Well, what you do is you get rid of the EB-5 visa program, which has several specificities about who gets to come in and how much they invest and how many people they employ and all these rules around it. And Donald Trump, that's too complicated for me. I'm a dumb guy. Oh, all those details. Oh, no. What we're going to do is we're going to charge $5 million for the Trump Gold Card. Cha-cha-cha. We're going to call it the Trump Gold Card. And then anybody can come in. National security be damned. In fact, we're going to get to that because a reporter asks the natural extension question that you would ask, which is, so you're going to allow Russian oligarchs to come in? Literal national security threats? You're going to allow them to buy their way into the country?
Well, look at it like this. Everything is for sale in America. Remember, y'all forgot the fact that China owns land here. A sworn enemy, so-called, alleged, of the United States. Yeah, they own land here. America sells their land to their enemies. Everything is for sale here. So, and you wonder why this country is going to be destroyed? Because these national security is not on these people's minds nor agenda. Everything is for sale here. That's why it's going to fail. The United States is on its way out because the people in rulership do not care about enemies. They do not care about national security. Hence why the border's been open for over 4 years straight. These are liars. Yes, China owns land here. So once again, everything is for sale in America, including the office of the presidency. Elon Musk bought it.
You will not be shocked by his answer, but watch this video of them announcing the Trump gold card. He turns it over to Howard Lutnick, and unrelated, not a serious concern, but look at the dog piss wet mop of freak hair that is just wispy and all over the place. And when they cut to Howard Lutnick, maybe we'll come back to it later. When they cut to Howard Lutnick and it's just him in frame, look over in the bottom corner where Donald Trump should be, and you'll see his wispy, he's not even in frame, and his fucking hair has a mind of its own. Watch this.
We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful.
So he telling you right out his mouth. He don't give a damn about poor people. Matter of fact, he hates the poor. He caters to the rich, whether they're enemies or not. So you think this country is still going to stand when this man is willing to sell his soul and everything else to enemies? This man has the attention. Whoever is the highest bidder has Trump's attention. And that is a flaw of a leader. That shows that he's not a leader, because he's willing to sell his soul to the highest bidder. He's willing to sell this country out to the highest bidder. So MAGA, how long y'all think y'all gonna last?
Never been done before or anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks out? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Sure.
Mr. President, are there
Wait a minute.
requirements for that
Hang on a
gold
second.
card? Do you have to invest a certain amount of money in this country in order to qualify for that gold card?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Go
the
ahead.
EB-5 program was really, you lend some money, but it was full of nonsense, make-believe, and fraud, and it was a way to get a green card that was low priced. So the president said, rather than having this sort of ridiculous EB-5 program, we're going to end the EB-5 program. We're going to replace it with the Trump Gold Card, which is really a green card gold. So they'll be able to pay $5 million to the U.S. government.
It's really a green card, gold card, green card, lots of...
Now, there are ways to get into this country and gain citizenship, and it's not going to cost you $5 million. Trump wants to capitalize on this opportunity. He wants to capitalize off the fact that he's the president, and you Edomites are basically letting him do whatever the fuck he wants to do. We told y'all this is going to happen. We told y'all everything this man does and says will go unchecked, just because he's an Edomite. So where are you rah-rah Edomites? All you Constitution-loving Edomites, where y'all at? Because only y'all have the power to actually do something about it. This is your kingdom. But y'all ain't gonna do shit. But I promise you this, though, and I'm not inciting no type of violence or none of that, but a day will come when the actions and the words of Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going to affect the wrong Edomite. The wrong Edomite is going to lose their job. And you know what this disgruntled Edomite is going to do? Because they love guns. They're going to gas up that goddamn F-150, and they're going to load up that rifle, that long gun, and they're going to take a ride to Washington. You fill in the rest. And it's not gonna be staged this time. They gonna fuck around and fuck with the wrong Edomite, and they gonna pass it up and they gonna ride out. You fill in the blank.
Of make believe, lots of fraud, lots of nonsense. If there's so much nonsense, I say this all the time, if there's so much nonsense and so much make believe, whatever that means, you wouldn't be able to point to just one thing, one instance, one piece.
It's probably legal jargon that they don't even understand. But these are your so-called leaders. Can't even read a document so complicated, they had to dumb it down. So how long you think you got in this country, MAGA?
Piece of evidence, one slice of empirical data to show us your claim to be true. They don't do that because there is no, it's just the new thing they say. It's, oh, there's fraud. Oh, we're not going to cut Medicaid or Medicare except when there's fraud. And then all of a sudden, oh, there's all kinds of fraud. We got to cut it. They don't provide anything as any evidence whatsoever. They just.
They ain't gonna give you no evidence because they lying. They ain't gonna show you shit because they are lying. They ain't got nothing to show you. So why would you expect them to show you something to prove that they're not lying when they are lying? Common sense ain't so common no more.
Tell you there's fraud. And it's the same with this tight suit fitting dipshit, the Lutnick character. Did you see the hair? Throw that screen back up. We don't have to show sound, but we'll put a circle around it. Look at the little floaties.
All right, I just wanted to get that out. Y'all can watch the rest of this video if you want to. When we gonna bring out some scriptures. But yeah, that's what DT doing right now, y'all. He's selling out to the highest bidder. So if you got 5 million plus, you can come on in, no questions asked, baby. Now you got to ask yourself, how ironic is that? A couple of months ago, they was paying people to come here. 9-10 grand on they little EBT card a month. Now you got to pay to come in. 5 million. Is this man insane? The answer is yes. Let's get some scriptures though. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Now, let me break the scripture down for you. When it says, woe to thee, O land, woe means destruction. When thy king is a child, he's very childish. Matter of fact, he's dangerously childish. And thy princes eat in the morning. Let me explain this part. Now, the kings back in the ancient world, when they awake in the morning, before they eat, they would go tend to the people. This man is not attending to the people. He can care less. So that's why it says, woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child and thy princes eat in the morning. That means that the princes are eating first and they're not paying attention or dealing with the people. See what I'm saying? So they putting their food before the people. In this case, Trump is putting his money before the people, which all adds up to a bad ruler anyway. That's why it says destruction to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. And part of that childishness is selfishness. Let's keep going. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Yeah, the love of money. It's not money. Money's not the root of all evil. It's the love of it, because you will do anything for it if you love it. Now, the apostles taught us rather, that money is a defense, which is true. It's also a tool, not a possession. What happens when you misuse a tool? Your project doesn't come out right. Part of that is mismanaging money. And even worse what's worse than mismanaging money? Loving it, because you will do anything for it, including selling out your country and the citizens thereof. Let's keep going. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 24. And we're going to read down a little bit. Well, we start at 24. This is the red letter of the Lord Yahushua speaking. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. So although, just like now, I just read this morning a headline talking about Elon Musk going broke. Why? Because ain't nobody buying them bullshit ass cars no more. Why? Because he doing too much, and he done wreck hundreds of thousands of people's lives just by terminating them from their federal government jobs. So the people are protesting. They're not buying Teslas no more. Matter of fact, a lot of people trying to sell their cars. Now, let's go to the Apocrypha. Go to the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, because he's basically breaking the law right there right in front of you. He ain't hiding shit. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's how they got the kingdom, and that's the same way they're going to lose it. Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? The base men of all men, a matter of fact. Listen to this. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. What does Donald Trump covet? He covets money. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one setteth his own soul to sell. See, everything for sale with this man. Because while he liveth, he casts away his bowels. So yeah, he's selling his soul to the highest bidder. You got his loyalty if you got a check for him. That is very dangerous. That a man can be bought. A man in his position can be bought. Yeah, you get him a bag of money, he gonna sell out his citizens. He already have. And not to mention that it's also dangerous to have a man in this position to have control over nuclear weapons. How long y'all think y'all got, MAGA? This man is in charge of nuclear weapons. A man of no integrity, no dignity, no morals, no integrity. We told y'all was going to get exactly what y'all voted for. Not a nice-ass politician like he painted himself to be. No, but a lying-ass wannabe crime boss. Let's go to, still in the book of Sirach, let's go to chapter 14. Verses 14, Salakia, chapter 14, verse 7. Now, let's go to verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. A lot of those federal employees were Edomites. Yeah, he gonna shit on them. He ain't got no love for you black and brown Israelites. Verse 7, and if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he would declare his wickedness. Look at Doge. They claiming they going through the federal budget to look for wasting money. Yeah, they claimed they was doing good, right? But at the end, he declared his wickedness because 20 of his employees quit because Doge was lying about the money. So yeah, Elon must declare his wickedness. He's a thief. He stole $80 million from the state of New York. And he's in trouble for it. How the world's richest, why is the world's richest man worried about my little Social Security check? Anyway, a worried about shit he ain't got no business worried about. You supposed to be out having the world's richest man, you supposed to be enjoying your life to the fullest. But we talking about Esau, so and then Ashkenazi of all Edomites. So you know he fucked up mentally and spiritually. Verse 6, there is none worse than he that envieth himself. Yeah, I'm the world's richest man, but I want more. I want day money. Verse 8, the envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despises men. That's both of them. They talk all that good shit behind the podium. And then the next morning you get an email talking about you've been terminated for doing nothing wrong, but doing your job. Yeah. Yeah, they despise the men. They despise the poor. Verse 9, a covetous man's eyes not satisfied with his portion. And the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. Just like in let me see if I can get it. They can't be satisfied. I think it's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yep. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Check this out. Who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. He can't be satisfied. These two men are beyond rich, but that ain't enough. That's why they are unfit to rule, because they cannot be pleased. Now, back in the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 3, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. They're always occupied in evil because they always trying to figure out a way to keep you oppressed. Oppression is a form of wickedness. Chapter 13, verse 4. If thou be his prophet, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. So if you ain't rich, he's going to forsake you. Verse 5, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee barren, not be sorry for it. On all these ex-federal workers, are they bare right now? Yes. Is he sorry? No. Verse 6, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair, and say, what wantest thou? Is that not bribery which he just legalized again? Yes. So yes, Trump can be bought. Any man that can be bought is not a man, because you stand on nothing, which means you'll fall for anything. The same way this country is going to fall, because everything is for sale here. Nothing's sacred in America. Everything has a price tag on it, because these Edomites love money, which is the root of all evil. They don't care about you got a mortgage. They don't care. If you don't benefit them or you don't profit them, you got to go. So they can make room for somebody that's going to kiss their ass financially. Okay. Let's go to, see what Matthew do. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. And this is the red letter Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. What is Mammon? Money. Now, this scripture just said you cannot serve both. You cannot serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and money. You have to choose. That's why the prophets, we hate money. Why? Because money brings out the wickedness in people. So yeah, we will serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai all day before we fall in love with some goddamn pieces of paper. Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. This man ain't been doing nothing but lying way before he clocked in. And he's still lying. And he ain't got no plans of stopping anytime soon. So MAGA, don't get your hopes up. He gonna keep lying to you. Let's go to Psalm 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. How do you speak loftily? You speak in a way that you think you're better than somebody else. Psalm chapter 10. Start at verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. That's why the Lord throwing monkey wrenches in all Trump shit. Verse 3, for the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. That's what they think. They think the Lord is blessing the greedy. No, he's setting you up for your own destruction, fool. Esau, you the biggest tool in the box. You're going to figure it out, though. You're going to figure it out because the Lord going to use you in three ways. He's going to use you to punish us. You can check that off the list. He's going to use you to destroy your own kingdom, which you're about to do, World War III. And he's going to use you to rebuild our kingdom for free over a period of 1,000 years, you and these other lying-ass nations. And that was your purpose for even existing. Those three things. And then he gonna exterminate the whole nation of Edom, including the small hats. So yeah, that's fair. Verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. No, money is. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, thinking he better than them. But he tend to forget the BRICS nations are the ones with the most nukes. Verse 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. This man thinks money gonna get him out of everything, not out of judgment. Let's go to Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They are corrupt, they have done abominable works, and there is none that doeth good. Trump does not fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because one of his failed businesses was trying to sell Bibles. So no, you cannot make the Father's house a house of merchandise. You're gonna figure that out during captivity. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. See everybody in the White House right now. Because all Trump wants around him is yes men. And they're going to do anything and everything to stay alive, because Trump is, it's been a rumor circulating that Trump, he's issuing death threats to these Republicans who go against him, basically. So yeah, they're going to do whatever it takes to stay alive and to keep their jobs. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Proverbs chapter 11. Verse 4, riches profit nothing in the day of wrath, see? But the righteous deliver from death. Riches ain't gonna, them little pieces of paper is not gonna save you in the day of judgment. So y'all need to stop loving money, man. Money is a defense. It's a tool, not a possession. We know y'all got that from Esau. Let me see what this is. Check this out. This is Psalm chapter 26, verses 9 and 10. Gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men. Verse 10, in whose hands is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes. No integrity, no dignity, no morality. Check out the next verse. But as for me, I will walk in mine integrity. Redeem me and be merciful unto me. Let's keep going. James 1 and 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Unpredictable, dangerously unpredictable this man is. But you gonna trust him anyway, ain't you, MAGA? Mm-hmm. Let's see what this one is. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of his people is himself, so are his officers. Them two men that were standing with him in that video, RFK Jr. and other dude, they just as wicked. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You got wicked officers all around him, all his yes men. And you got dumbass citizens because the ruler is a dumbass. And they're right, MAGA. I know. Verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. This is not that. Hell no, it's not. But y'all think this current administration is going to lead y'all to paradise. No, he's going to lead y'all into hell, that nuclear lake of fire. First Timothy chapter 6. Verse 4, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doubting about questions and strifes of words, wherefore cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings. Verse 5, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth. Listen to this. Supposing that gain is godliness. That's what I wanted to get to. From such withdraw thyself. Get away from them. I'm sure y'all seen AI images of what he wants to do with Gaza. Gain, they think gain is godliness. No, it's not. It makes you covetous, and the Lord hates covetous men. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. Yeah, they trusting in the mango Messiah. They ain't trusting in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And you saw that trust led you to the unemployment line, to the soup kitchen. Keep on trusting this orange clown. He is dangerously unpredictable. Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. That's all this man spews is profane and vain babblings. But he tends to forget he's a base man. The Lord about to remind him, no, you're not a God, you're a base man. You're the lowest of the low. Not even part of the human family because you have to have hue, pigment, melanin. That's why the Bible does not call you a human. It calls you a base man. It's like one of the brothers said in Chicago, if you playing one of them basketball games on PlayStation or Xbox, he did that default character. No gifts, no attributes, nothing special about him. Except he can lie his ass off, and he can murder, and he can steal like hell, if you want to call that special. But those special gifts are going to get you exterminated from this planet. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith the Lord. Speaking of base, let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the bases of men. Esau. The Lord about to remind you, though, you still a base man. Don't let your millions of pieces of paper boost up your pride. No, they just pieces of paper, baby. Ain't no power in that paper. It's just paper. Daniel chapter 8, verse 25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He destroyed many with this, ink pen, signing all those unrighteous executive orders without even firing a bullet. This is all he used. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Let's go to 2 Peter. Chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Y'all ain't got away with shit. The Lord is giving y'all plenty of elbow room to earn your judgment. And then he gonna deal with all y'all asses. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Ain't nobody rejoicing over this man being in power. Matter of fact, I seen a video yesterday of some Trumpalites. They actually burned a Trump campaign flag, and it went viral. Told you, it's just a matter of time before they piss off the wrong Edomite, and he gonna gas up that F-150, and he in that long gun, and he gonna ride. You fill in the rest. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts of iniquity. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. Wasting money and destroying people's lives. Destroying the earth. Wasting everything. Nothing's an issue with these people. Verse 8, the way of peace they know not, and there's no judgment in their goings. See, that's reckless and dangerous. There's no judgment in their goings. They don't analyze, they don't think shit through. See what I'm saying? That's why it says there is no judgment in their goings. They don't think shit through thoroughly. Most of the laws they come up with are based in emotion, Edomite fragility. That's how they create their laws. And to keep Israelites oppressed. But most of their laws are based in human Edomite fragility and emotion. That's why they're unfit to rule. That's why their rulership is not going to last. Told you, Donald Trump was created to fail. We can get one more, we can close. There you go. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. Y'all ain't got away with shit. All he doing is giving you elbow room for you to earn your judgment. So when he comes down with that holy bow on you, the bow from the heavens, you're gonna feel it and you ain't gonna forget it. Because you're gonna be feeling that pain for the next 1,000 years until you are rounded up and exterminated. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So, what you think, MAGA? Y'all gonna make it? Y'all all right? Because I know y'all too proud to admit y'all fucked up. But that's all right, though. Trump finna show y'all fucked up by trusting his lies. Call all lala hay now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalaki by Hashem, Harawat Wakak Warash Barakatham, the water Bible Bar Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.